Welcome back to Movie Minute Recap. Today I will show you a zombie horror film from 2016 titled Train to Busan. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. Please like and subscribe for more video. This may look simple to you, but it helps us a lot. A truck approaches a quarantine zone and is promptly met by personnel disinfecting the vehicle. The driver asks what's happening, and one of them explains there was a minor leak in the biotech district, but assures it's no big deal. The driver continues, but while reaching for his ringing phone, he hits something on the road. He gets out, sees it's a deer, and checks his truck for damage. Finding none, he leaves the animal. Moments later, the deer comes back to life. Meanwhile, Seok-woo is at work, on the phone with a client, discussing a stock sale. He scrolls news reports about mysterious fish deaths in a reservoir as his assistant walks in. Seok-woo orders his assistant to sell all the company's stocks. Later, he parks his car and argues with his ex-wife on the phone about Soo-an, their daughter. The girl wants to visit her mom the next day for her birthday, but he doesn't want her traveling alone. At home, his mother greets him at the door. He walks into Soo-an's room and finds her on the phone with her mom, saying she can take the train alone. Hearing him, she quickly hangs up. Seok-woo sits beside her and asks her to wait a week so he can take her to Busan himself. He gives her an early birthday gift, but she already has the same thing from before. When he asks what else she wants, she says she just wants to see her mom. Frustrated, Soo-an tells him she'll go alone, so she doesn't waste his time. Seok-woo talks with his mom about Soo-an. She advises him to have a heart-to-heart with his wife when they go to Busan. He says it's a critical time at work, but his mom reminds him it's also a critical time in Soo-an's life. She hands him a camera with a recording of Soo-an's recital, which he missed. Watching the video, Seok-woo sees how hurt Soo-an is and decides to take her. In the car, he brings up the recital, trying to turn it into a life lesson, but nearly hits an ambulance on the road. They stop and watch a cordon of emergency vehicles drive by. Soo-an notices soot falling from the sky, and a distant fire is reflected in the car window. At the station, the train to Busan is preparing to depart. The conductor enters his cabin, and attendants make final preparations. A baseball coach tells his team to sit, but they cheer when a cheerleader walks in. Nearby, In-gil offers Jong-gil a boiled egg. Seok-woo and Soo-an board the train. He calls work, saying he'll return before lunch. Before departure, a hurt girl stumbles onto the train. As it leaves, Soo-an sees a man attacking a station worker. The injured girl, with a bite on her leg, collapses unnoticed. Yeon-suk alerts an attendant about a strange man who jumped onto the train and has been in the bathroom for a while. Curious, Soo-an approaches the scene, where the man repeatedly says, "Everyone is dead." The attendant, confused, tries to get him out of the bathroom. Soo-an heads to the bathroom, but runs into Sang-hwa, who is guarding the door for his wife. He directs her to another one in the next car. The female attendant finds the bitten girl convulsing and urgently calls for medical assistance. Seok-woo is woken by his phone and notices Soo-an is missing. His assistant informs him that something is happening nationwide. He hangs up and starts searching for her. Passengers in the car watch the chaos unfold on TV. The bitten girl rises as a zombie, attacking the attendant, who calls for her chief but gets no response. The chief heads to the car while Soo-an hides in a toilet. The zombie bites the attendant as they stagger into another car, terrifying the passengers. The baseball team is attacked next, and the bitten attendant also turns, causing chaos. The chief attendant urges everyone in the next car to flee. Seok-woo looks for Soo-an, but notices the commotion in another car. Screams reach Soo-an as well. People rush past them, and Seok-woo sees the chief being attacked and turning into a zombie. Soo-an appears behind him, and he grabs her as they run, chased by a horde of zombies. Sang-hwa tells his pregnant wife, Seong-kyung, to hurry, but a zombie bites a woman in front of them. At Seong-kyung's urging, Sang-hwa tries to help, but is attacked. Seok-woo runs into the next car, and Sang-hwa locks a zombie in the bathroom. He tells Seong-kyung to run, but more zombies arrive. Seok-woo reaches the next car and closes the door, briefly leaving Seong-kyung outside. Sang-hwa fights off a zombie, and they both enter, sealing the door just in time. Seok-woo notices the zombies can't open doors and points out that they attack when they see people. Seong-kyung covers the door, calming the zombies. The conductor announces they won't stop at the next town. Yeon-suk uses the intercom to question if the conductor knows what's happening on the train. The conductor explains the order came from the control center. Seok-woo receives a call from his worried mom. She urges him to take care of Soo-an, but mid-call, she turns into a zombie. Realizing what has happened, Seok-woo doesn't tell Soo-an. The train slows as they pass a station. People outside bang on the windows, begging for help, while zombies attack and devour them. A government official announces violent riots in several major cities, with many deaths reported. Major districts are under lockdown, and citizens are urged to ignore fake news, stay calm, and remain at home. While the official assures everyone of their safety, cities burn in the background. On the train, passengers check social media and watch videos of attacks. They've cordoned off the doors and moved to safer areas. Soo-an tells her dad her mom's phone isn't working. Seok-woo sits her down and tries calling. In-gil offers Soo-an her seat, making Jong-gil sit beside her. Sang-hwa glares at Seok-woo. Still angry, he shut the door in their faces earlier. Seok-woo scolds Soo-an for being too selfless, telling her to prioritize herself in situations like these. The conductor announces a stop at a station where the military is securing the train. Seok-woo overhears Yeon-suk on the phone, learning their destination isn't safe. He leaves Soo-an to make a call. Sang-hwa chats with Soo-an and mocks Seok-woo's job as a fund manager, calling him a bloodsucker. Soo-an agrees, and Seong-kyung lightens the mood by offering candy and letting Soo-an feel her baby kick. Seok-woo calls a client, who warns that passengers will be quarantined upon arrival. He asks for help, offering a favor in return. The client advises avoiding the main square and heading to the east one instead, promising to alert his men. The train arrives at the station, but no military personnel are present. Yeon-suk pushes out first, followed by the passengers, including the remaining baseball players wielding bats. An attendant shows the conductor the zombie car. Yeon-suk suggests uncoupling it, but it's impossible. The conductor agrees to head directly to Busan, but insists on retrieving the passengers first. Seok-woo and Soo-an head to the East Square, followed by the homeless man, who overheard the call. Soo-an wants to warn the others, but gets upset when her father stops her. As passengers descend the escalator, Sang-hwa notices something odd. At the same time, Seok-woo sees a man in the cordoned area and follows him with the homeless man. Suddenly, the military is revealed to be fully turned into zombies, attacking passengers at the bottom of the escalator. Sang-hwa quickly gets Seong-kyung onto the stairs to escape. Seok-woo's client calls to say he can't reach his men just as a zombie attacks an officer in the hallway. The homeless man slips as more zombies swarm, killing the officer. Seok-woo rushes back to Soo-an, who narrowly avoids being bitten. Sang-hwa saves her, and Seong-kyung grabs her as they flee. The baseball team holds the door for them and shuts it once they're inside. Seok-woo struggles with the zombie until the homeless man intervenes, helping him escape before running toward the door. Sang-hwa sees Seok-woo and opens the door, holding it long enough for him to enter. They all push together to shut and lock it. Seong-kyung, Soo-an, and the others notice passengers being overwhelmed by zombies, but they press on. Some manage to board the train just before zombies crash through the station windows. One zombie falls near Jong-gil, but is too broken to attack. Seong-kyung, Soo-an, and In-gil flee, narrowly escaping. Yeon-suk insists the train must leave immediately, even as the cheerleader pleads for her friends. The conductor reluctantly agrees and departs. Meanwhile, Seok-woo and others fight off zombies breaking through glass doors. 2 baseball players fall to the horde, but Seok-woo helps the last one escape. Sang-hwa lags, but picks up a baton and shield, fighting his way onto the train. Seong-kyung's group becomes trapped between zombie-filled cars, but takes refuge in a toilet. Zombies surround the train as the conductor calls the control center, learning Busan is still open. Seok-woo, Sang-hwa, and the baseball player form a rescue team, using tunnels to sneak past zombies. They fight fiercely, with Sang-hwa's brute strength, the boy's bat, and Seok-woo's strategy. In another car, Seok-woo distracts zombies using a phone, allowing the group to escape. They reunite with the others, but passengers in car 15 refuse to let them in, fearing infection. Jung-gil's zombie sister appears, and she opens the door, letting the horde overwhelm car 15. The conductor prepares a new train as a blockade stops their current one. Yeon-suk sacrifices the attendant and cheerleader to save himself, leaving the baseball player to die. Seok-woo, Seong-kyung, Soo-an, and the homeless man are trapped, but escape as zombies swarm. The homeless man sacrifices himself to save the girls. The remaining trio reaches the moving train, but Yeon-suk, now infected, attacks them in the engine room. Seok-woo fights him off, eventually throwing him from the train. Realizing he's bitten, Seok-woo tells Seong-kyung how to stop the train and says goodbye to Soo-an, promising she'll be safe. Despite her cries, he releases her grip and steps off the train, remembering the day she was born as he turns. Seong-kyung and Soo-an leave the train, blocked by rubble, and walk through a tunnel. Military snipers prepare to fire, unsure if they're infected, but Soo-an begins singing her recital song. Hearing it, the soldiers lower their weapons and declare survivors are approaching. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notification for more video like this. Thanks for watching.